Hey guys, we've had many requests for a full normal gameplay commentary, so here it is. Bear in mind this is still very much a work in progress and much of the art, animations, abilities and even mechanics are not final. The other day I was playing Infinity Wars and I faced off against Ian, the lead game designer. We thought we'd take the opportunity to commentate this game so you can all see the level of strategy that can be enjoyed in a game of Infinity Wars. On the first turn we see a fairly standard opener from Ian. He plays his wealthy noble commander to the field to get an extra resource on his next turn, and moves it to the attacking zone to chip away at my health. I'll play my unending drone this turn, and use my Alita, Immortal Tinkerer, to buff my unending drone to a 2-2. Ian now has 3 resources due to his wealthy noble, and plays an early one of many, a simple beast creature with quite strong attack and defense for its resource cost. I will play a second unending drone and use the ability of my secluded constructor, sacrificing an unending drone to give its attack and health to another unit, plus an additional +1/+1. My unending drone will now be a 5/5 and I place him in the attacking zone. Ian plays his pack leader from the command zone into the attack zone. This raises the attack and health of all other beast creatures. We trade blows this turn. I deal 5 damage while he deals 13. Ouch! He's taking a bit of a risk playing this aggressively by bringing his commanders out early on, but it seems to be paying off so far. The next turn my unending drone resurrects the unending drone from the graveyard due to its ability. I play a death ray on his pack leader to weaken his beast creatures, and then I'll buff my unending drone as much as I can so he will be able to survive all of Ian's attacks. Ian catches me off guard by playing his Beast of Burden from the commander zone, since it benefits from the pack leader. Death Ray goes off, reducing the stats of the remaining beasts, and all characters end up dying. Not what I planned, but still a good outcome. I have no unending drones to resurrect the drones in the graveyard this turn, so I'll play an unending drone from my hand to start bringing them back to the field. I have 3 resources remaining, and I choose to play the Dragon Project location card. I buff my unending drone and end my turn. I spend 4 mana on the Dragon Project to progress towards summoning the dragon, and play another unending drone. Ian plays an untapped Wilderness location card. This makes all of his Warpath cards cost less resources to play. Because of this, he is also able to bring out a pack leader and a one of many to the field. He moves the creature he played last turn to the attacking zone and deals 4 damage to my fortress. Now I can see that he has quite a few characters on the field, and an untapped Wilderness making his Warpath cards cost less resources. On top of that, since he is playing Warpath, I know that he has a very strong creature at his disposal with haste, allowing it to attack me on the first turn it is played. This would reduce my health to almost nothing, so I choose to play Mass Death in the hope that he deploys all of his characters. Haha, he moves all of his creatures plus Skrull, the 7/7 creature I was just talking about, to the battlefield. Outplayed, Ian, outplayed. Mass Death goes off. Boom! Oh man, he's so mad right now. I pay another 4 resources to progress my Dragon Project, continue to buff an unending drone, and play a Varor Death Worshipper. You may have noticed that I am constantly switching which unending drone I am buffing. Because Secluded Researcher allows me to transfer all of the damage and health to another unit, I can keep the buff rolling to different unending drones. This means Ian will have a much harder time trying to kill off my most powerful one with targeted spells. This turn I'll just buff another unending drone and move it to the attacking zone. I deal 14 damage to his fortress. I once again buff an unending drone and transfer its power to a different drone. I move this buffed up drone to the defensive zone. I'd rather try and keep my advantage and wipe out his one of manys if they try and attack me. I think Ian might try and do something to my dragon this turn, so I'll leave it in the support zone. Ian plays Mass Death and wipes out my one drone. Luckily I didn't play my dragon or I'd be in big trouble. With Mass Death out of the way, I move my dragon into the attacking zone. Since it is flying, it will be able to attack Ian directly unless he also has a flying monster, which he clearly doesn't. I play Unstable Bombot, one of my favourite cards. I sacrifice a few drones to buff my dragon to exactly 22 attacks so I can finish off Ian this turn if it lands. I move a few of my characters to the defense zone to protect against his creatures and end my turn. Uh-oh, he plays Winds of War, dealing 3 damage to every character on the field. This kills off almost all of my creatures, except my dragon. Oh wow, and now an assassinate on my dragon. That escalated quickly. Luckily, I have been continuing to work on my dragon project while this is all happening, so another dragon isn't too far off. I play my Alita, Immortal Sorceress ability, to deal 3 damage to one of his damaged creatures, and I play a Cannon Fire to deal 3 damage to the other. It's still a little risky since he could pull his creatures back to the support zone, but I need to stay on top of his creatures, so I'll take the risk. Luckily, they both go off. This turn I have my dragon, and I play Angelify on it, giving it +2/+2 and untouchable so it can't be targeted by spells or abilities. Dang it, he has initiative this turn, meaning his assassinate spell went off before my dragon became untouchable. I continue to try and build another dragon. I buff an unending drone and play Cleanse the Land on his untapped wilderness. And once again I activate my Immortal Sorceress ability to deal 3 damage to his creature. Ian plays a Lightning Blast on my unending drone to keep them under control. This turn I play an Unstable Bombot and continue to work on another dragon. I move an unending drone and a death worshipper to the attacking zone to try and chip away at his health. I choose to spend 2 resources this turn on making sure my Bombot doesn't explode. I cast Angel Fire on my Bombot to make it flying and untouchable. I just drew a Death Ray and I notice he has a pack leader on his support zone. I'm going to cast Death Ray on it. Death Ray is only effective on creatures on the battlefield, so with any luck he'll move it to the assault zone and fall right into my trap. Ian casts Death Ray on my Death Worshipper while I attack him with an unending drone and a flying bomber. He does hit my fortress for 4 damage though. I spend 2 more resources to make sure my bombot doesn't explode. I use my Immortal Sorceress ability to try and kill off his creature with 2 health remaining. I move a couple of my creatures to the defense zone just in case he's able to make a final assault, and I'll leave my bombot so he can attack his fortress directly. Ian moves his creature back to avoid my ability, but regardless, my flying bombot was able to finish him off. I hope you enjoyed this detailed commentary of Infinity Wars. Please feel free to give us your thoughts, ideas and questions, and share this video with your friends.